complexity of the market itself. If you look in history, when MTN was initially given the initial license for 300 odd million, they were able to make that back within 6 months, despite the fact that initial projections was for 2.5 years. But the problem is, that mantra that has been hanging over Nigeria, that according to the words of one of the main investors, is that Nigeria is the only place you can take money to where money vaporizes. You can quote me on that. He said, when he does come, I'm sure he'll repeat it, that money vaporizes in Nigeria. However, one cannot but look at the market. The market is huge. The potentials are huge. Even with the depreciation in the Naira, it's, as we said, it's got about 8 different rates right now. So you can take whichever rate you want to use. But our criteria was quite straightforward. We're not bringing in money as debt. It was equity. So it's not a case of giving you money and then you're going to have to pay back. It's a case of, coming into the country and actually managing it. And as you said, he who, owns the piper dictates the tune, with the fact that it has to be counterpart funding. So that makes the, barriers to entry quite easy. However, the management of these funds is essentially important. A lot of entities have tried to come into Nigeria, have failed and have run back. But which is why, we are using this as a showcase of what can be done in Nigeria if it's properly structured. We represent quite a few large financial entities worldwide. And it is also part of our own requirements to ensure that the requirements are met.
Babatunde, I know, is actually the broker representative at that press conference, and it said it straightforward. Nigeria is the only place where if you put money, it vaporizes. 1. 2, he said there must be proper management. 3, he said there must be a structure. Alfred, same thing we've been saying, particularly when you put this kind of money, these structures that are already in place should be able to use money to make more money.
It's always been the case. If you've had an opportunity of organizing something when it comes to football or just putting things together, you understand what it means by vaporizes. There are different stratas, different levels of people who will come. We're in charge of this. Who are you talking to? You've spoken to this guy. It's not that person. You should have talked to this guy. Okay, no, I'm the chairman. Come and see me. The moment you see me, your problem is solved. And to that chairman, the opposition will say, no, that is not the right chairman. It's just the fractional chairman. So in all of this, it's in every facet of our business. Not just football is just one aspect of it. If you've ever done business in this country, you're an entrepreneur, you want to put money, you begin to see things like this come up. But that's why I've always harped on who manages what, what are the structures that will guard against. Okay, is it like you mentioned there? Okay, I just feel comfortable with what he said there. It's just coming in with equity. Yeah. It's not as if a question of, okay, you know what, we are going to give you $1.5 billion. I can tell you that the day you announce that I had the fight to start. The fight to start on who controls what. Like I said, in the days ahead, we'll begin to look at the plans, especially when these plans are concrete. We see the working plans and how they're going to go about doing all of this. But the good thing is they have the support. Yeah. They have the support. I mean, if you say counterpart funding and the federal government is willing to back this and support this. That's right. I mean, because ultimately it will trickle down to that young footballer out there looking for an opportunity. That club that was always the pride of the people wanted to, okay, the governor or the people of the state is just taking this as an appendage of let's give the boys something. Yeah. Now sees the business end of how best to really attract money to the state government and attract, grow business in the community where these clubs are resident. I mean, by the time we see the picture that way, I think the clubs will warm up to this, and hopefully it will be a huge success.
I agree, Alfred, and you are also agreeing to what Alfred just said. on Twitter. Eddie Ogbemudia says, if this $1.5 billion investment will bring an end to MPFL players being owed wages, is a big yes from me. And it says FC Taraba unpaid over 1 year. This will put an end to that.
Is it really FC Taraba? Ask other clubs. The ones you think are comfortable, go and ask them.
Wow. Wow. Israel Akilawa says, if this proposal sees the light of the day and properly implemented by subsequent government, our league will be the best in Africa. Chidode Ebe says, Austin, the money is not too much because we have a ready market for them to make profit, and only if their template is followed. Over 700 billion. That's good money. That's good money to develop the league. But then again, lessons from this. It's another eye-opener that we're not working the way we should work. We're not fully utilizing our potentials, that our football has the potential to be one of the best in the world if we have the right management in place.
I think it's a question of attracting the right investment. We perhaps maybe one or two, blue chip multinationals in this country have had their fingers beaten in time past, and you look at. Have you stopped to wonder why is it that our football, most times it's under 17 kids competition, blue chip company, big brands going into not the top echelon of our football, but the lower ranks where you say street soccer, you play street soccer, those are the kind of ones that attract investment. You look at the upper echelon, nothing seems to be happening there. And I think that is where the real challenge is. If at that top level we are not able to attract the top brands in this country to be part of the league, then it becomes a problem. Thank God that in the past year we're beginning to see some of them warm up and go into the league. If this sees the light of day, I think it will just take us.
But Alfred, it says that fans have the right to buy into it. So when football fans put their money into this, don't you think this will also promote some sort of restiveness? Because now they know their money is in this.
It won't. I think, how many players have been transferred in this country? How much? The players move. He played for Enyimba this season. 2 seasons. It's Enyimba's property. He has a contract with Enyimba. Tomorrow he turns up for Heartland. How much was that? The transfer, how much did you get? Have you ever stopped to see any of the clubs announce how much they sell their players? You see a club ship out 10 players in a season. How many of them will tell you that for each player who got 1 million, 2 million, 3 million? Nobody will tell you all of that. I think what it will do is it will promote accountability. If people have their money in that club, okay, we know this guy. Okon is one of our star players for last season. He's moving to this other club. If you're selling into that club, for example, choose a meeting, I'm going to a tour desire. What are the conditions? How much do you sell to him?
For Enugu Rangers?
What is in it for him? Even if he moves from a tour tomorrow to another club, what is in it for us? Because we are also shareholders in this business. You should be able to, every year, as Wenger comes to the board and tells them, okay, these are the players. Okay, this guy moved to this place for this amount. These are the players who bought. These are the wages and the rest of that. I think what you should do is it will promote accountability. These players move. The clubs, they don't tell you how much they move for.
Yeah.
The latest one is, the latest one. Okay, we are owing you 5 million naira. You played for us. We have gone on relegation. You want to go to another club. You know what? We'll give you your clearance, but you forfeit the money that we are owing you. Wow. Is that bad?
Because if they are not giving you the money, they're not giving you your clearance. Gracious goodness.
Is that bad?
So that's all what we want to end in Nigerian football. We want to do it the right way. We want to meet with international standards. And we understand that you need good money to make it happen. And with this sort of proposal we're getting from these foreign investors from the United Kingdom, let's see if to become a reality and start, witnessing that revolution that the Ministry of Sports in Nigeria are hoping for. 2017 is already looking good.